before I'm moving on into my rebuttals, I would like to introduce our stance and go first. First one, talking about stance. We believe that the status quo right now is there is nothing wrong with the status quo in the very first place, and we believe that the status quo right now is ready enough, so that's why we stick with the SQ, and we believe that this kind of award show is actually very valuable and nothing wrong with this kind of award show. So that's why we won't oppose this kind of award and recognition in the artistic and creative fields in the first place, which is going into our goal where we believe that this kind of award show actually valuable in being a credible place for the artist to evaluate the quality of art in the very first place. This kind of award show make a standard, and it is good and beneficial for this kind of artists in the very first place. It being the reflections to achieving the good quality of this award show, that setting the standard. But I would like to explain it later. Now let's moving on into my rebuttals. First of all, talking about what is injustice. So the government of the house is portraying on how this kind of award is actually being injustice because they competing the art, and they also they also say that the art is actually a very subjective thing that should not be competitive. But just into this rebuttals, I have 4 layering. The first one talking about how the award show works. Talking about nominations in award show is actually chosen by the criteria assessments, and this criteria assessment is actually being chosen by the majority choice. So this kind of majority choice is what the people, this kind of majority society like about their art, being the trend on the majority society at that time, and it being updated year by year. Year by year because the trend is changing. So that's why it's updated year by year. And here we can see on how it's actually a very fair thing to see this criteria assessment that made by the award, right? So that's why it's actually justice. But at the end of the day, they keep portraying the award is injustice because they competing the art that actually subjective, right? So into that argument, let's moving on into the second layering to answer this. So judges, and there is a two type of artists actually. The first one talking about they only focusing the beauty of the art, and the second one talking about the purpose of they need money and economical. But judges, you can deny that this kind of two type of artists, they need recognitions from the majority people, right? They need recognitions of people to like their art. If you're not going to searching for this, why won't you expose your art at the end of the day, right? Because they need people to recognition their art in the first place. So that's why judges, there is a majority people. Well, maybe they keep saying art is subjective. Yeah, art is subjective, but there will always have a majority people to like in one art. Maybe a lot of people have different style of their art, but at the end of the day, there will always have majority people to like one art. For example, like the trend of K-pop song, there will always have a trend of slow song, which means there is always a majority people to like one art at one time to time. And that is the situations right now, and we believe so. That's why we believe there is nothing wrong with the award show, because the award show actually is actually represent the majority. For example, like this award show is actually showing you who is the one that being knowledge by the society, and who the one who be sell better at their album and everything like that. So the end of the day, this award is actually representative of this majority. Well, there is nothing wrong by you using this kind of award show actually, because there will always have a majority people to like your one majority people to like one art. So there will always be a trend year by year at the end of the day. That's the first rebuttal talking about the word is injustice, and we believe that the word is actually pretty fair right now. Now, secondly, talking about they say decreasing the value of art. They keep saying decreasing the value of art because this kind of situation setting up the standard, and it is bad. So I have to layering about this. First one, talking about why it is not wrong, and second one is talking about not having bad influence. So first one, talking about not having bad influence. So judges, this kind of setting up the standard has actually not really have a bad influence, because they said this kind of artists will switch their genre into every day. But judges, every artist have their own specific things of their art. So that's why they can compete to each other, right? So judges, at the end of the day, it has nothing bad influence artists. So talking about the destroying the artists. So just in this argument, they keep talking about the artists when they don't get this kind of appreciation from the award, they will feel worthless. But judges, it's good to feel worthless, isn't it? In us, they will try harder to get achieve this kind of award at the end of the day. They will try harder and harder. They maybe find worthless, but they still want to try and not give up to giving this kind of to get this kind of award at the end of the day. But talking about worthless, it actually happened in their side also. On how in their side they also feel worthless because there is no award anymore, which is they need to getting recognized by people, right? They need to getting more fans, but not again. Every art style is different, and there is no complete standard what this kind of majority people like because you pushing oppose this kind of award. They will also feel worthless and even bad even worse in their side because they don't know this kind of artists. They don't know what to be reflected later. But I would like to explain it more in my argument. And the end of my rebuttals. At the end of my rebuttals, I have they keep talking about the expectation of artists to go down if there is no more on our award show. So there is no pressure for the artists to do more and to do better in more. But just it is actually bad, and it is the bad impact for them because they deviate the quality of what or the quality of art actually. The pressures that they don't want is actually good because we want the quality of art is better and better at the end of the day. So that's why this artist expectation go down is actually the bad impact for them. Now let's move on to justification. And how I said in my goal is actually creating the standard of art by this kind of award show actually. Why it is good? Because it can be a reflection for the artist, as I said before in the rebuttal about worthless kan. It being a reflection for the artist if they're not really good at the end of the day, and because it assuming the majority society like, so at the end of the day it being a reflection of artists if they're not really going to stand up if they're not really doing good at the end of the day. That's why judges. So and we believe that it